Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to go through a nice simple version of Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. This is a song I teach a lot. I think I originally started doing this a few years ago. It was in I think grade 1 rock school, and now it's become one of my go-to early songs. Quite often after I taught the first few riffs and a little bit of a chat about tab, it will be the first song that I do. So that's what we're going to go through today. So the next thing you'll hear will be me playing the two parts. We're going to have a riff and we're going to have a chorus with some chords, and then we're going to teach you those two bits. Let's crack on. 4. Okay guys, so the first bit here is going to be the riff. I actually start with an intro, and I do the same when I'm teaching it. So we're going to start 7 on the D, 9 on the G, okay? Ring finger or pinky is optional, whatever you find easiest, okay? First finger obviously on the D string, 7. I'm going to pick with my pick, down, up. Down on the D, up on the G. And it's going to be 2 bars worth, which is 16 in total. So we'd count it like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the intro. It's also the first part of the verse. So I do it again at the start of the verse. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then the tricky bit, 6 and 9. So this is where a lot of people have to go to the pinky. So feel free to do pinky there and then move back. That's fine as well. I'll use my ring finger because I can. And again, it's the same amount. It's 2 bars worth. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then it's open D string and 9th fret on the G. Same again, 2 bars. And then back to 7 and 9. Again, 2 bars. And that's basically all the verse is. So 7 and 9 for 2 bars, 6 and 9 for 2 bars, open and 9 for 2 bars, and then 7 and 9 for 2 more bars. And of course the intro is just 7 and 9 for 2 bars. Again, I'll say it again, down, up, pick, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, the only change to that with the verse is when we're heading towards the chorus, because we have to head towards this A chord. You can stop a little early to make your life easier. So rather than going for the final bar of the verse, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you can stop earlier. So you can stop on 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, which is where I've been stopping. But you can even stop earlier if you need to. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. You know, whatever's going to help you hit that A chord in time. I think ideally you do the 4, so you do 7 picks in total, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then in. But if you need to take that extra half a beat off, that's absolutely fine as well. Okay, so yeah, that's basically the verse there. And so now we're into this chorus. So the chorus is pretty simple in terms of remembering it. It's just getting between the chords is the real challenge. It's an A chord, an E chord, a D chord, and then back to A again. Now I'll link down below separate videos, very short videos, where I just tell you how to play each chord. So if you can't remember how to play a chord, you can either look and see. If you really want a bit more in depth, you can click on one of those, and it will just very quickly just explain how to play each chord. Okay, so I'm going to start with my A major, down strum 16 times, so it's 2 bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, with pop music and really most modern music, rhythm is more important than kind of hitting every single string. So I'm not strumming everything, but I'm keeping the tempo nice and high, and that's the most important thing. That's what we're aiming for, not this. Okay? So try and keep those down strums nice and quick. And don't worry if you don't strum everything. Again, 16 of them, then we're going to move to the E, and again 16 here. D, and the A. Okay, so it's really just going to be a matter of being able to play those two parts. For most people, that chorus is much more difficult and takes a lot more work to get smooth compared to the riff. If you're playing along with the actual song, you'll find that, for example, the first verse is doubled. So you do the whole thing, 7, 9, 6, 9, open 9, 7, 9, and then you do it again, 7, 9, 6. So you've got to remember when you're doing two verses in a row, you end a sequence on 7 and 9, and you start a sequence on 7 and 9. And it's the same with the chorus. Later on in the song, they do a double chorus. So it's A, E, D, A, and then you start again, A, E, D, A. You don't move to the E early. I see it all the time, and that's probably the most important thing to remember when you're dealing with this song. Once you can play it, I mean, actually playing through the whole song, whatever, a 5-minute song as it is. But with those two parts, you can play the whole song. With the grade version, they had a couple of extra bits put in, but I don't care about those. I really just want to get people playing this riff, getting comfortable with this stretch, okay, and then playing this these chords, okay. Now, if you do have trouble with the stretch, what you need to do is get that thumb down the back, okay. It's very tempting for people to keep the thumb up here, like when you're playing an open chord, but it needs to come down the back. And make sure the thumb comes straight down the back. It doesn't go off to a side like this. You don't want this on the back, you want straight down so that you can get extra stretch. You bend that wrist, okay, and then it'll help you get extra stretch, particularly for that 6 and 9. As one of my old teachers, Martin Gordon, always says, you've got to have a gap between the bottom of the guitar neck and the palm of your hand. So that's what you're aiming for with this. And so if you are struggling with that stretch, it's probably hand-wrist position more than hand size. Some people have bigger hands and their life is easier with stretching, but everyone can play guitar basically. So even if you're small or young, say under 10, you can still make this stretch, but it's about getting the hand in the right position, getting that wrist forwards nice and bent, and getting that thumb down the back of the guitar, okay? So there's a few different technical elements to think about, but that's probably the most important one for the riff is actually the hand position. The second will be just getting the pick, down upping, and then with the chords, obviously it's just learning the chords first and then practicing moving between them and then adding in that rhythm or some order of that. So that's it. The next thing you'll see is my face. Yeah, let's go. There you go, guys. Hopefully you found that useful. Hopefully some of you guys are some of my students. If you are, hello, nice to see you. Hope you're good. As usual, I'll do my bit at the end and say thanks for watching. I do really appreciate it. Classic YouTuber stuff. Please like the channel, please subscribe to the channel, please comment on the video, please check out my social medias. All of those things really, really, really help, and I do really, really appreciate it and appreciate all the support. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again soon for some more cool guitar stuff. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.